This is three different scenarios as to why it's not a nice to have, but a need to have tax advisory in your firm in 2026 and beyond. Now, I'm going to give you three scenarios that I saw actually happen, came across my desk, and actually happened to three different separate tax firms. And these are almost like a calling card that it's not a nice to have. It's not like, hey, I want to just add tax planning to my tax firm. No, it's like I need tax planning in my firm so that my firm becomes more valuable. Here's why. So, scenario one, let me lay this out for you. I met with one of our tax strategists now, they weren't then, but I met with one of our tax firms prior to working with us. They were just doing tax preparation, just strictly tax preparation. The guy was working out of his home and he was doing somewhere about $500,000 a year with a lot of returns, okay, from California. And this gentleman had been doing it for many, many years and great business, great like income, everything great. All of a sudden, last year, there was a data breach in his firm. And overnight, 40% of his revenue gone. Absolutely destroyed. After 15 years of doing this, he lost all the trust because of one thing that it wasn't even his fault, and he lost 40% of his revenue. You know what brought him back? The fact that we taught him how to charge for tax planning and how to install tax planning into his firm and how to market it so that that way he could mitigate the loss. So the good thing was that when he lost that revenue, he actually picked it up with tax planning. So that was the good news. The bad news was obviously he got a data risk breach, but that couldn't be something that he solved for. He couldn't fix that problem. But he did fix the revenue problem with adding tax planning. And because of it, now he was not able to say it's nice to have tax planning. He said, I need to have tax planning as a way to avoid downturns. Second scenario, we had an advisor who was doing about $1 million a year, and his tax firm was doing good. He'd been, again, very similar, Minnesota area, and he had been doing tax planning. He had been doing tax preparation for many, many years, 15 plus years, and he was trying his best to just kind of grow the business. And all of a sudden, here's what happens. He has ICE come into his business and virtually take all of his customers. Literally, he was a Hispanic gentleman. His customers get taken by ICE, loses 50% of his business virtually overnight. And because of that, he had to now figure out, how do I fix this business? Because all my business just went out the door, literally went out the door, out the country. And his solution, or the reason why he has hope in this business, is because we helped him put tax planning into his business. And as a result, now he can mitigate the losses of losing that business. Third scenario, totally different business, right? I was just talking to a firm owner who does 3,000 returns a year in California area, and he only makes about $500,000 a year. Problem, he's never offered tax planning. And here's what his clients say. His best clients have been saying this: you can't help me anymore because you have so many clients that I need to go to a different person. And that one hurts me the most. And here's why. He did 15 years as well. There's a similarity there. 15 years of serving these people, slaving away, missing kids, sports games, missing time with family, missing trips, missing vacations, missing all these things for one day of the client just to say, I got what I need out of you. I'm going to go pay someone much more to do much less. That's really what's happening. And what really happening at that stage for him is he's so burned out working with so many clients that he can't actually help the kind of clients that need him the most and that will pay him the most. And that's unfortunate. And he literally just said to me, Dan, if I don't fix this, my big, best customers are going to leave me and I'm going to be stuck with the clients that don't pay don't pay on time, always complain, charge I can't even charge them more than $10 more, and they take up all my time. He's going to be stuck with that if he doesn't fix it. And so this is why it's not a nice to have tax planning in your firm nowadays. It's a need to have. And if you're someone right now watching this and you're a tax firm and you resonated with one of those three stories, I'd venture to say we know the solution that's on the other side for you. And if you're like, I'm done getting, doing tax planning for free or not doing it at all, or you don't even know where to start, but you have a firm that's doing pretty decently well, doing over $200,000 a year, then I think it's time we have a chat or a conversation about what to do next. To conclude, this is why it's not a nice to have for tax planning, it's a need to have. Because in 2026 and beyond, the ones that will win the game in the tax industry are the ones that can charge more per client, be worth it, and have those clients be business type clients. So if there's anything you take from today, is charge more, be worth it, and start adding tax planning to your business, or do it right so that way your customers don't leave you, and even if something bad happens to your business, you can still weather the storm even in a bad situation.